Guys, it's so obvious that Angel Reese hates Caitlin Clark.
G3, when is the last time within your household you've had a conversation about what she's dealing with? You haven't been able to do that because in both of your marriages, you've been married to white women. You haven't had opportunities to have those conversations to educate you on what they're feeling, what Black women deal with, what they're seeing when they think of a young Angel Reese. And the whole time that he's mimicking Angel Reese and bobbing his head and moving his neck while he's doing this whole piece, his wife is in the back amening and clapping.
There's a line in life that you just simply don't cross. Wives and children are always off limits. And Ryan Clark has sprinted past that line. Ryan Clark didn't like my sports take that Angel Reese hates Caitlin Clark. And that's fine. It's okay. It's part of the game. Sports media, I'm going to have an opinion. This person might not agree with it. That person might not agree with it. But what you don't do is turn around and personally attack me and my family just because you don't agree with a sports opinion that is purely based off the sport.
Angel Reese needs to be better at basketball. I'm not talking about as a person. I'm not talking about as a podcaster. I'm not talking about at the Met Gala. She needs to be a better player if we want this rivalry to be able to have some staying power. She had a very, very busy offseason, but at this moment, it does not seem like the offseason involved a lot of mic-in drills of left-handed layups.
Offhand finishing, how much of you just worked on that? And then the right hand worked a lot too.
I'm right-handed, so
I love the idea of this being a real rivalry because they clearly don't like each other. But both parties got to hold up their end of the bargain as far as them both being awesome.
It's only been 1 year, boys.
if one person is totally dominated another, who has a championship on their resume?
See, this is what I don't like.
That's the thing. But see, but here's the thing though.
If Angel Reese went to Iowa, they wouldn't have made the playoffs, bro. Stop it, man.
Not the play. What?
Angel Reese was National Player of the Year. Hold on. Wait a minute.
Angel Reese on that team to Iowa, they don't make the playoffs.
With all due respect,
I'm just saying.
with all due respect, Julius just started watching women's basketball in WNBA within the last few years.
And I watched the whole season. But I've been watching basketball for the greater part of 30 years.
He can't tell you the top 25 players. He will regurgitate what he sees on social media.
That's true, Chris.
He's a Caitlin Clark fan, and that's okay. Own up to that.
We winning in here, yeah, we winning in here. We winning in here, yeah, we winning in here. We winning in here, we winning in here, we winning in here, we winning in here. Better than you know, right? And it gets better than you know. I ain't even mean it, but she said she liked my tone. I ain't even think it, but they know I'm in the zone.
Let's talk about some real smoke out here that we've been seeing, man. Get to the first segment. Talk about opening week and see. I just feel like we here for real, right?
Yo, it was fire. I'm here. We here. The WNBA is back, baby, and
I love it.
I'm so excited.
What I gotta say is, we just went from a couple hundred to over 1,200 people. So what I'm saying to you is, somebody they want to talk about Caitlin and Angel. That would feel like it's over 1,300 now. I think they came for the smoke. I think we're trying to really talk about this thing. Tell me what it is. Drew, I'm gonna come to you, bro. You want the smoke? That's your girl.
Hey, man.
I mean, what are we talking about? Is it? I see the take file. I saw it happen. I watched it happen. Now, what I did see first was Angel Reese push Aaliyah back in the back, like she about gave a good one, So Caitlin said, "Wait, you ain't gonna call that?" So gave her a hard take foul. To be honest with you, I thought Aaliyah was gonna step back up and try to block that shot, but she just kind of let Caitlin kind of take that there. I think to me, ain't no smoke on you, Angel. I love you, but I really feel like that was a lot of theatrics you had going to the flow. That's just me. But what are we saying about this foul? I really think Caitlin should have stayed in there and took that one though. But that's just me though. The turnaround walk away thing, I wasn't a fan of.
No, man, because here's my thing, bro. Nothing they did was wrong. They both was playing basketball. The push off happens on the rebound that Angel Reese did. It happens in basketball. The hard foul to prevent a layup, it happens in basketball. The afterwards theatrics, I thought was a little bit crazy because Angel been fouled harder than that and didn't have a reaction like that. And she has fouled Caitlin harder than that. Didn't show no remorse for it, man.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say it was a
He
flop.
said flop.
She got a little nudge in there too, but I don't think it was a flop. I think she was in the air going up. She caught a little left hand push on the end to make sure the bucket wasn't going in. But I don't think it was caused. And if you a good lip reader, you saw what Angel Reese said. I don't think it was caused for all that, man. I do think Angel Reese does not like Caitlin Clark, which is fine. I think she hates Caitlin Clark. I don't think Caitlin Clark likes Angel Reese. But I think they should just say that. I don't care for you. I don't care for you. That's it. We don't like each other. We rivals. Let's move on, man.
I know, but the hard foul for me to turn around and walk off, I was just like, just stay right there. You did it. If she gonna pop back up and get in your face, I mean, she didn't even turn around on. She was like, man, and Aaliyah pushed her off. Like, hey, keep going. I'm just like, what's going on, man? She probably LeBron to what's up, man? But this is the thing. So, Will, talk to me about this, bro. What you see from your perspective, your angle,
Different
your vantage
point. When they got that call, but go ahead.
I agree that it was all basketball, but I do think that there's some things that are incorrect. Did Angel push off? Yeah. Did Caitlin Did Caitlin retaliate? And was it a hard foul on purpose? Yeah, you can see it when she pushed off with the extension. Should have been a flagrant? No. Do I think that Angel flopped? No, I don't. I think Angel was probably shocked because she had that opening and she was shocked that somebody took her down. Yes. Is the reaction normal? Yes, the reaction is normal. The reaction and people's reaction to it is where my problem comes in, because there were 4 other games that happened that had similar issues. We're not talking about those games. The conversation around Angel and Caitlin is a little frustrating because we can't even enjoy the game because of what it turns into and what it is afterwards. Caitlin walking away that's what Caitlin does. Caitlin will do something to you and she will hide her hands. Say whatever you want to say, but it's the truth. That's what she does. And she plays it off.
I don't know turn my back on
this whole thing about them not liking each other. Let's quit that. Like, these are 2 22, 23-year-old women who are constantly getting hate because of what the media is creating between the 2 of them. They've already said they don't dislike each other. They're 2 competitive women. This is not a rivalry because they play 2 different positions. At the end of the day, what we need to be talking about is what the fans in Indiana were doing, and the fact that we're supposed to have an all-star game there. And it probably shouldn't happen to Indiana if it's happening in that manner. So this is not something that, like, I'm cool with. I don't like the comments that RG3 made. I don't want to hear nothing about how they hate each other until they come out and tell you that they hate each other.
Yeah.
Let's not assume that. They're not rivals. They don't play the same position. The WNBA and the trash.
But you got to beat the fever when you're playing, right?
The trash commissioner has made them rivals off of the fact that they want to get more money, and then it turns into a race thing. We can watch and we can enjoy all these other WNBA games. They get physical, but when this happens between the 2 of them, it's made international news. Let them play the game.
But isn't that what? Okay, this, and I'm gonna play. I don't like calling myself the devil, so I'm gonna play the advocate. This is what I'm looking at. So if you're talking about what we watched David Stern do in the NBA in the 80s, pitting against Larry Bird and Magic Johnson, and the same issue, the times don't change. So you're using 2 stars, 2 games, and we're seeing, hey, this is what it looks like. We're gonna use these to grow the business. I think David Stern took the same route. They just ain't winning right now.
He didn't take the same route because if you take a look at it between Magic and Bird, it was a friendly rivalry. They were in commercials with each other, hugging and kissing on each other, telling you they were friends. This is not the same thing. We had a rivalry week between Indiana and Chicago. When did they become a rivalry?
Because the 2 top league. What you mean?
Bro, they are not a rivalry.
We're not there.
If you're talking about rivalries,
everything got reaction to it, man. Everything got consequences, man. And that's what happened. You can't dismiss what happened. That's all I'm saying.
And that's
when she did this in Shorty's face, that created the smoke.
So that created the smoke, but it didn't create the smoke a couple weeks before when Caitlin did it against the other Shorty, right?
I thought it was supposed to, though.
No, but see, that's the thing. It's only made a big deal between.
I got a question though. Who did she do that to?
Who did that to?
Caitlin. Who did she do it to?
She said, this is what she said. So this is where I come in. So if she said she did it to just doing it for the team or whatever, why can't the words that Angel Reese speaks have the same weight? You get what I'm saying? So this is where I have the problem. Because if that was if the play that had happened and it was Angel who did the foul on Caitlyn, this would be a totally different conversation. And that's where I have the problem. And everybody knows that. And everybody sits up here and be like, oh no, this and that. No, you know that if it was reversed in Saturday's game, this conversation about Angel would have been taken way across the bridge, even though it was halfway there.
But we saw that though last year, right? The cross the head foul, right? The elbow to the ground, and the blind shot. And Angel Reese.
It's only been 1 year, boys.
If one person is totally dominated another, who has a championship on their resume?
See, this is what I don't like.
That's the thing. But see, but here's the thing though.
If Angel Reese went to Iowa, they wouldn't have made the playoffs, bro. Stop it, man.
Not the play. What?
Angel Reese was National Player of the Year. Hold on. Wait a minute.
Angel Reese on that team to Iowa, they don't make the playoffs.
With all due respect,
I'm just saying.
With all due respect, Julius just started watching women's basketball in the WNBA within the last few years.
And I watched the whole season. But I've been watching basketball for the greater part of 30 years.
He can't tell you the top 25 players. He will regurgitate what he sees on social media.
That's true, Chris.
He's a Caitlin Clark fan, and that's okay. Own up to that. Man. But my issue is we're not finna just completely just disregard Angel. Oh, because this is what it is. So if we want to talk about that right now, Indiana has the better team, right?
Yes, Steven.
And in college basketball, the Cinderella teams, she made them a good team. But we're not finna just dog it out like Angel Reese wasn't the best player in college basketball at one point and leading them to a championship. That man just said it's a one-sided rivalry. It's not a one-sided rivalry.
I don't think that is
the best in college, but to answer your question,
they don't want to run after nobody because she's not built in that manner.
Why can't we do that?
Just like she said.
Her.
I'm not talking. I didn't say that you could do all this. I'm with all the smoke, honey. That's why I don't play basketball because we'll be fighting. That's exactly. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about once Caitlyn said, I didn't do that towards nobody, the world took her word and was like, okay, that's fine, no worries. But my thing is like, let Angel say something about that's not what it is. You guys make assumption. You guys say her intent. You guys know where she's failing. You guys know what's in her head. You guys know if you don't like her basketball skills or what she does on the basketball court, that is cool. That is fine. But for it to be announced by Ryan Rucco and Rebecca Lobo before the refs even announce it, and you know everybody knows how they sometimes make me mad as commentators.
Fact.
They even named the flagrant one before it wasn't even announced.
Dang,
why can't it be what it be?
Man, no, I didn't go that far now.
No, they would have never won without injuries.
Let me put this out here, right? And I know watching. I know people are gonna be upset when I say this, right? These are not Caitlin Clark fans. These are literally people who just finding a way to cheer because now it's a woman going against this black woman, and now there's a reason. Y'all weren't watching the WNBA. Y'all weren't fans of the WNBA. Now the real Caitlin Clark fans, now they'll literally give you full back and forth. But y'all are finding reasons to hate Angel, and you're hiding behind this woman, this white. Y'all hiding behind a white woman, and y'all weaponizing her, and y'all making it more of an issue. They turn the LeBron thing into weaponizing it, not realizing Caitlin Clark is a Nike athlete, so of course he's going to shout her out. This is what they're doing. You're ruining the game by doing this. You're not fans,
bro.
You're not fans. You're Indiana. You're Indiana. You're Indiana fans, and you're not even Indiana fans. You just want a reason to hate. They were making monkey noises, bro, during the game. We're getting ready to have an all-star game there for the WNBA. Y'all have no clue what you're talking about. LSU would have won without Angel, but Angel was National Player of the Year. Caitlin made Iowa what Iowa was and put them on the map. All these things can be true. If you're going to enjoy the game, enjoy the game. But don't hide behind no racist takes. Don't say nothing out of pocket. Don't come in here and act like you know basketball when you don't. Just be quiet and watch the game. Put on your Caitlin Clark jersey and be quiet and watch the game, bro. You don't know what you're talking about.
Now, let me answer that real quick. More respectfully, I have no issue with Angel Reese. She's a 23-year-old girl. I have nieces older than her. It's nothing personal with a young girl I don't have nothing personally against her. I actually like watching Angel Reese and them play, man. I like the rivalry.
Yeah.
I just like Caitlin Clark better. That's it. I haven't said nothing bad about
What up,
Angel
Brady?
Reese.
No, you haven't.
Yeah, I haven't said one thing bad about Angel Reese. When you talk about that, though, Will, man, you have to talk about the other side because I'm on Twitter as well, bro. You have people that if you like Caitlin Clark, now you're a coon. Now you don't like black women. And I think that's one of the most ridiculous takes, man. Say you don't like black women if they're actually saying something negative about black women, not because they like a specific player. If I'm trashing Angel Reese, please tell me, man, because I said she's the all NBA, all WNBA player.
Facts.
You talk about
it's not you. We've had these conversations about it. It's what you see from the RG3s of the world. It's what you're seeing from there. They're weaponizing this. Even people right now in the comments, the dude Boris is talking about, there weren't monkey noises, but that's why the WNBA is investigating it and made the thing because you ain't watching the game. You commenting based off what you seeing on social media. You don't know what you're talking about.
You gotta get to it, man. You gotta get to it.
There's some nasty things because when she came to Connecticut last year, there was some crazy people doing more things. There were some people with fake tape as nails with some nasty things to Dejanay. So let's not act like that. Those things don't happen, and then people sit up here like, well, that's okay. Why? No, it's not. On either end, people targeting Caitlin, that's not good either. Let these ladies play basketball. We're finally at a time that the eyes are here. They're giving us great basketball. And then it's turned into this. We couldn't even talk about Asia Wilson getting her 100th double-double. We couldn't talk about the addition of Natasha Cloud to New York and then possibly repeating with that addition. We can't talk about how Phoenix looked really good without Kalia Kappa even playing. There's so many other things that we're talking about. People Connecticut at the bottom toll going into this season, but they came out and showed other people. We're not even talking about what Coach Marsh did and why he put Haley Van Lith so late in the game. We're not even talking about the things that have to do with basketball.
So let me ask this: when we were talking about Magic and Bird in the '80s, and we're talking about this was the focal point of the NBA. Right when Brown was at his peak, there'd be amazing things happening on the court. But we talking about Brown because he made some mistake, made a bad pass, didn't take the game, win the shot. Is this not what we should expect from basketball? That the other things will get overshadowed because the people that are putting eyes on the WNBA right now, they're Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark are some moneymakers, and the WNBA understands that, and they're going to put that on the forefront, not to shy away from what else is happening on the court. We're talking about her getting her under double. Like when you're saying that,
Boris, bro.
Boris.
Dave Portnoy is one of the people. The WNBA is completely investigating it. Indiana, and I want to say this to Indiana fans because Indiana fans are not like this. They weren't like this before. Yeah. These are literally people who are now. If you want to stand Caitlin Clark, stand her. She's a great player, bro. But you don't have to take that and weaponize her to hate on somebody else. Number one, because you're making it bad for Caitlin. Number two, they made it bad for Angel to the point to where she's had to have security and they've had to move her. So you don't fully understand. Like, is Boris a bot or is he just talking?
Boris, if you're not a bot, I would love to see exactly what footage you're talking about. Because if you could hear sound in that big arena, please let me know.
We don't find it, but just to make sure moving forward, is this not what we're going
to answer your question, Miles? It shouldn't be expected because we should be talking about how great Caitlin played. We should be talking about how good the Fever looked.
How she had a triple-double to open the season. That's not even being talked about.
We should be talking about the fact that like Chicago has a lot of work to do, but instead we're spending this, like C said, we should be talking about why the Storm ain't looking as good as they getting blown out. But instead we're sitting here putting more time into something that's not a rivalry. They don't play the same position. They don't guard each other.
But it's making the WNBA money.
But it's
getting viewers. We can be mad. It
comes with hate, not racism.
That's what
I don't know about that either.
We can't tell. I can't tell. Like I can't control what the fans gonna do. What we can do as basketball purists, we can understand and love the game. But we also got to know what they're gonna do. It's a business, bro. it's a business, bro. Like that's
Oh,
we gotta
that's
understand
exactly.
that.
That's why they played 5 times this year. That's why it's a business.
Let me ask you a question, yo. When
What I'm
Luka,
saying.
when
What you
Luka
saying? See,
They played 5 times this year. 5.
when Luka was dogging out Devin Booker, did we turn that into this?
no.
So why are we doing it now?
Hey man,
Because Luka and Devin Booker wasn't gonna say
I
anything.
just want to say it. Boris is in the comments, yo, bro. If you let me know.
But this is what I'm saying. When we talk about Luka and Devin going at each other, there wasn't something that was gonna put eyes on the NBA. We like, okay, cool. Luka about to come and they're gonna knock out the Phoenix. Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese playing is must see TV, and WNBA knows that. They're gonna run with it, bro. We gotta expect this. I don't know how long it's gonna last, but it's gonna keep coming, bro. We gotta get used to it.
They only 22, 23. They probably gonna play for like 36, 37.
Hey, man.
Y'all want to talk about this every time they play.
Tell Caitlin, don't throw the girl to the ground, man.
We talk about it every time, bro.
And dolphin noises don't sound like monkey noises. Shut up.
My thing is like, and like you said, I'm okay with the rivalry. If they want to do that, whatever. But can we talk about what happened in the game?
Hey, how about this? How about this? We have a perfect segue into what we can talk about on the game in a new segment here on the 494 from MTMV Sports, where we could talk about our personal attack. This is Sports Talk with C, and absolutely doing one of our hosts here at the 494 who is on site. That's what we call a new segment, on site. C is on the sidelines. We got head honcho in here today. Is going to be on the sidelines as well. So definitely want to tune into this. I want to say, let me hit a commercial break real quick, and as we come back, we'll pop right into that on-site new segment here on the 494 podcast on MTMV Sport. Be right back, man. Maybe not. Maybe stay right here.
It's not just about the love of the game. It's about dedication and commitment through the process and the patience to endure. There's joy in reaching your goals and peace in knowing you've done all you're supposed to do. Ozell brand. It's not just a brand. It's a life.
Hey guys, it's your girl C, and you just watched the show on MTMV Sports Network. And if you like what you see and you want more exciting content, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel.